There comes a moment in every life when the noise becomes too loud to ignore. The doubts, the expectations, the fears, the quiet whisper that says, stay where you are, don't risk it, don't fail. But there also comes a moment when something inside you decides to rise, a spark, a shift, a subtle but undeniable rebellion. And that rebellion sounds like this: enough. Enough of living below your potential. Enough of shrinking for the comfort of others. Enough of letting circumstances define the chapters that only you were meant to write. Success begins the moment you declare that your life will no longer be run by hesitation, but by intention. This is the truth about building unstoppable success. No one stumbles into greatness. No one drifts into abundance. No one accidentally becomes disciplined, courageous, focused, or resilient. Every person who has ever built something remarkable, from the pioneers of industry to the giants of invention, made a decision long before the world noticed their results. They decided to become the kind of person success could not ignore. People often look at great achievers and see the outcome, the fortune, the recognition, the mastery, but they rarely see the quiet years of transformation, the internal battles, the lonely nights, the relentless self-discipline, the unwavering belief in a vision no one else could see. When Thomas Edison was asked how he persisted through thousands of failed experiments, he simply said, "I didn't fail. I discovered thousands of ways that didn't work." That is the mind of unstoppable success, a mind that refuses to bow before difficulty, a mind that converts adversity into information, and information into power. Success starts in the invisible, long before it becomes visible. It begins in the thoughts you feed your mind, the identity you choose to embody, the standards you refuse to compromise on. You cannot hope for greatness while tolerating mediocrity in your habits. You cannot crave freedom while clinging to excuses that keep you trapped. You cannot dream of extraordinary outcomes while living by ordinary choices. Life is always watching. It sees what you ask for, and it sees what you settle for. And it will always reward you according to your standards, not your wishes. The truth is, your mind is the workshop where every victory is forged. Belief is not a luxury, it is the currency of every breakthrough. Belief is the architect of destiny. When Henry Ford declared that he would build an automobile affordable for the working man, the world laughed. Engineers said it couldn't be done. Financiers said the cost would destroy him. But Ford wasn't operating from the world's beliefs. He was operating from his own. And belief, when paired with definite purpose and disciplined action, makes the impossible bow. You must understand something essential. You are not waiting for life to change. You are shaping yourself into the kind of person who changes life. Your thoughts are not passive. They are commands. They shape your energy, your expectations, your behavior, your decisions. The person who believes they are destined to fail will sabotage every opportunity that comes their way. The person who believes they are worthy of greatness will fight for it long after others have surrendered. And the person who refuses to let fear make decisions will walk paths the average never even sees. If you want unstoppable success, you must first become unstoppable within yourself. Develop a mind that does not negotiate with limitation. Build a spirit that does not retreat in the face of adversity. Cultivate a purpose so compelling that no obstacle can outlast your resolve. There's a reason why the world's most successful men and women guard their minds with more vigilance than they guard their money. Because the mind is the real source of wealth. A wealthy mind finds solutions where others see problems. A wealthy mind sees opportunity where others see chaos. A wealthy mind keeps moving while others freeze in uncertainty. You must decide every day what kind of mind you are building. Will it be a mind trained by fear, shaped by doubt, and controlled by circumstance? Or a mind trained by vision, shaped by purpose and controlled by your highest self. This decision, quiet as it may seem, is the turning point of your life. When you choose belief over doubt, clarity over confusion, creation over passivity, discipline over comfort, you begin to separate yourself from the masses. You begin to rise into the realm where success is not an accident, it is a requirement. Because now your identity demands it. Now your habits align with it. Now your energy attracts it. And now your resilience protects it. Unstoppable success is not about being fearless. It is about acting with courage despite fear. It is not about having perfect conditions. It is about moving forward with imperfect steps. It is not about talent. It is about persistence. It is not about luck. It is about intention, backed by unwavering determination. And it all begins with one truth. The moment you take full responsibility for your life, you take full control of your destiny. And responsibility is not a burden, it is liberation. The day you realize that your future is not in the hands of chance, luck, society, or circumstance is the day you reclaim the steering wheel of your existence. You are not here to react to life. You are here to direct it. You are not a passenger on the road to success. You are the architect paving the path beneath your own feet. There is no force more powerful than a human being who knows they are the author of their own fate. But understanding this truth alone is not enough. The world is full of people who know what they should do and yet remain in the same patterns year after year. Knowledge without action is the slowest form of self-sabotage. It gives you the illusion of progress while you remain exactly where you are. To build unstoppable success, you must translate every insight into movement, every revelation into effort, every decision into discipline. Discipline, the most misunderstood, undervalued, and underestimated power in the world of achievement. People think discipline is restrictive, painful, limiting, but discipline is the gateway to freedom. It is the bridge between intention and realization. It is the tool that transforms desire into destiny. Andrew Carnegie once said that the person who cannot command themselves will never command success. He understood that greatness bows only to those who have mastered the kingdom within, the mind, the habits, the impulses, the internal dialogue. Mastery begins in the shadows long before it shines in the spotlight. Success does not come to the person who feels motivated once in a while. It comes to the person who shows up every day, especially on the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. Motivation may start the engine, but discipline is what keeps the vehicle in motion. And this is where most people fall. They expect progress to feel exciting, glamorous, or convenient. They wait for the right moment, the right energy, the right mood. But the right moment is never given, it is created. Discipline does not ask how you feel, it asks who you committed to becoming. And commitment is everything. When Walt Disney faced bankruptcy, ridicule, betrayal, and more closed doors than any dreamer should endure, he kept creating. He kept imagining. He kept believing in a world that did not yet exist. He built an empire not on the foundation of comfort, but on the foundation of unbreakable commitment. Commitment is the force that keeps you anchored to your purpose when the winds of doubt and uncertainty try to blow you off course. It is the oath you make to yourself, a promise that no setback will outlast your will. But commitment without clarity is chaos. You cannot build unstoppable success by wandering without direction. You must know what you want with precision so sharp it cuts through the fog of distraction. Clarity is the blueprint of achievement. It is the compass that guides your steps when the world pulls you in 1,000 directions. A mind without clarity is like a ship without a captain, tossed by waves, controlled by storms, drifting without progress. Define your vision with boldness. What do you want your life to look like? What kind of person must you become to live that life? What habits must you adopt? What habits must